What's going on, Guardians? Sly here with another Destiny video for you, and no crappy transitions this time, but as soon as I get my other program working, oh man, it is on. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me on our weekly tradition that is Xursday. So sit back, chillax, and let's go find this slippery bastard. You guys ready? Alright, it's Friday, January 13th. Yup, Friday the 13th, and this is your Destiny Rise of Iron Weekly Xursday Guide. So, two quick things to mention real quick, like Nintendo Switch has finally been announced to be released on March 3rd for $2.99. Pretty soon if you ask me. Also, for those of you out there who follow my Mass Effect videos, I'll have another one coming today about the Tempest and the Nomad. Also, head over to MassEffect.com and there'll be a link in the description box below as well. But they unveiled a new video that gives you almost a full tour from inside the new ship, the Tempest, along with the video's narrator, which is our new pilot throughout Andromeda. I won't spoil it for you, but it's definitely pretty cool, so make sure you guys check that out. Alright, so let's head on into the tower, and as you can see, he is definitely not here again. So that means only one place this dude could be. So back up to orbit and let's head over to the reef. Now, you know, this makes 3 weeks in a row, right? Now, I'm pretty sure that this is week number 3 that he's been at the reef. On top of that, up until this week, he still had inventory issues as well. So Xur must have the Kung Flu or something, guys. Nothing is going his way. Well, anyway, you guys know the drill by now. If he's not at the tower, the Boom Boom Room is the only other place he could be. So, upon landing, stick to the right and you'll find the mass of people crammed into the small space in the back corner of the outpost. Okay, well, here's hoping that whatever he's selling this week turns out to be way better than the last previous weeks. Alright, come on, Astrocyte Verse, let's do this, and... bah! As the French would say, terrible! Well, on a positive note, his inventory problems seem to have been fixed, but everything else sucks. Well, anyways, guys, let's take a quick look, and then we'll go into some detail after that. And don't worry, I won't bore you all with any long recommendations, because we've been over these things at least 5 or 6 times. Okay, so first up, we have a Legacy Year 1 Exotic Special Engram. Now you can get the Icebreaker from this, but it will be Year 1 at Year 1 levels. So remember that. Moving on to exotics, we start off with the Titan Helmet, the Imperium Bellicose. After that, some exotic Hunter Gauntlets. Again, the young Ahamkara's Spine. And then moving on to the Warlock, we have, again, the Voidfang Vestments. Moving on to the weapon for this week, the always awesome Bad Juju. As for his curios, we are back in business, guys, starting off with the 2 Sparrow upgrades, the Blue Plasma Drive, and then the Purple Void Drive. Then we have the usual 3-pack of Heavy Synths, the 5-pack, 3 of Coins, the 3-pack of Amazingly Amazing Glass Needles, and then the always ew gross McNasty down here at the bottom. Don't ever buy this. Look, see? That is a ripoff. But these exotic shards, nom nom, take them all before they disappear for another entire year. Alright, well, let's jump into some details, guys, starting with the Titan's Imperium Bellicose. Exotic perk is called Anti-Grav Thrusters. Aiming weapons while in the air will hold you in place for a short time. Orbs collected while your super is full will recharge your melee ability. 43, 41, Intellect Discipline, and of course you can choose one of those to be a little higher. Secondary perks are Ashes to Assets, bonus super energy on grenade kills, and Second Thoughts. Bonus super energy from special weapon kills, and then finally, one of the good helmet perks in the game, Better Already. Shield starts to recover immediately after picking up an orb. You know, the Bellicose is a pretty good helmet. It looks great, it's designed well, and if you look closely, you can see hologram-like mechanisms inside the helmet. You know, like cogs, springs, and stuff like that. This is a Titan's version of the Angel of Light, which is a Warlock subclass talent that lets you float while aiming weapons. However, is it an exotic-worthy perk? I don't know, man. There are some pretty damn good exotics out there that could be used instead of this one. And while it does throw some people off guard, its use is fairly minimal. It does give you some creativity while in battle or jumping over obstacles, but honestly, I really don't think it's worth an exotic slot. It looks great, it's a fun talent to mess around with, but nothing I'd bring with me into a raid or into trials. Okay, so up next, we're taking a look at young Ahamkara's Spine again. Exotic perk is Field Trip, increase Trip Mine Grenade duration, and gain an additional Trip Mine Grenade charge. Now, since I've covered this exotic like a ton of times, I'm not going to bore you with all the details, so let's do the short version. 35-39, Intellect Discipline. Want more? Click 1. Secondary perks, Fastball, Momentum Transfer. What are these last bubbles? Reload, baby! Increase Pulse 5 reload speed or increase LMG reload speed. These things give grenades. Awesome! And moving along to the Warlock, we have the Void Fang Vestments. Again, exotic perk is Hungering Void. Spawn with full grenade energy and your Axiom Bolt grenade spawns an additional Seeker. 105 Alt Discipline, which is pretty freaking awesome. You could bump that up or add a little bit of intellect. That is your call. Like other chess pieces, the middle row grants you extra ammunition, and here is no exception. We have auto rifle ammo, increased AR ammo, or shotgun ammo, which increases the amount of shotgun shells you can carry. And then the final row deals with damage protection. You can choose Void Burn Defense, reduce incoming Void Burn damage, which by the way is great for anything that has Void Burn, or you can choose Void Armor, increased armor when using a Void-based subclass, which is what you want to be using about 99% of the time. Again, these have been sold, a ton of times, but to me, this is an awesome original Year 1 chess piece. It's great for anything 3-on-3 in PvP. You spawn in with grenade energy off the bat, and you gain an additional Seeker for your Axiom Bolt grenade, which brings it up to 3. It's very effective, and it's a great way to start off an attack. Throw a grenade down, and when it hits, you're going to hear this distinctive sound. That's your cue to follow up the attack. A great way to get rid of shields in PvP. And finally, we come to the weapon for the week, and even though this thing has been sold just about as much as the gauntlets, you can never talk bad about the bad juju. So starting it off, we have its intrinsic perk, which is active immediately, and that is the weapon's full auto capabilities. Its exotic perk is called String of Curses. After each kill, this weapon reloads instantly and will increase damage for a short time. Kills also help charge your super more so than they already do. As for barrel upgrades, you have Smooth Ballistics, Soft Ballistics, and then Smart Drift Control. Secondary perk is Hip Fire, increased accuracy when firing from the hip, and then for the middle column we have Armor Piercing Rounds, Send It, and then Perfect Balance. As for the ornaments this week, Dragon's Bane with a larger weapon spine and a much larger skull. It has a green body, and then my favorite, Hoodum, I'm not sure how you say it, which is a Day of the Dead kind of theme, a pastel white with red accents, and small bones all over the strapping. Also, you can't see it here, but on top of the weapon, before and after the scope, there are these bones making kind of a semicircle, and within it are a bunch of spiderweb kind of material. When you're actually first person in the game, you can see it pretty nicely. Alright my friends, that does it for this week's Xursday, and I can tell that each of you out there are freaking ecstatic, right? I mean, who doesn't want the same old exotics that we've been seeing week after week, right? I mean, especially since there are tons of new ones he could be selling instead. Anyways, I'm hoping that this a-hole is just glitched out, or he needs his selection algorithm changed up. Either way, there is always next week. And by the way, guys, it's Friday, so screw Xur, go have yourself an awesome weekend. But that's it for me, Guardians. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting my little slice of gaming heaven here. If you're a Mass Effect fan, make sure you keep an eye out as I'm working on the Tempest video as we speak, and be sure to check the link below to watch the new Initiate training video. It is definitely a good one. Have a great weekend, guys, and until next time, this is your boy Sly. Happy Friday, gangstars!